Okay, can I just start?
Yeah, I think we can start.
Excellent, thank you. Let me just share the screen once again.
Yeah, now the professor will present the activity that we will do in groups. And
okay, so I hope you see the screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay, let me just make it a little bit more visible. All right. Well, I would just like to share with you some, let's say, also my personal experience in establishing innovative products from my planning practice. First of all, I would say, of course, if I understand, there'll be kind of group work later on, which and where the colleagues will deal with that. So we will probably be an interactive also.
Yes.
In any case, I think that we should understand that tourism changed a lot during the COVID, whether we like it or not. But basically, there will be some, I would say, needs which one needs to think about when developing new products. And I believe that the messages which we somehow research during the Corona and post-Corona period are that products and destinations which are offering the products should actually offer kind of feeling sense of freedom. So basically it is absolutely products which should be related to some kind of open spaces, more green destination, more both physical and health security which should be there. But on the other hand, also normality, which is needed, and I think especially local tourist destinations can offer their everyday life. Basically, one of my I would say findings, also, if you wish, or slogans we are working on in terms of sustainable development is actually, if you offer in your products experience of your everyday life, this is for somebody else a big attraction. And I think also this, what we now just followed in both presentations of the colleagues about the Austro tourism, I think it's part of that, you know. Of course, we should understand also that tourism has certain requirements, and we are living in very complex world at the moment, both politically, technically, a lot of elements which influence and impact the performance of tourism are changing every day, and this is absolutely a big challenge for all of these stakeholders which will deal with tourism. At the end of the day, I also believe that locality will always matter. So local tourist destinations will be the ones which are also recognized in post-COVID period as a trend for visits. Coming to the product development, I'm offering you some actually a description what is actually product development. At the end of the day, and is also creating planning frameworks and strategies which improves new attractions, which adds new experience, which facilitate amenities by the public and private sector. So it is a partnership approach. It is also about actual development, improvement of public attractions, experiences, facilities, and amenities. It is from the point of private sector investment activity which promote and facilitate these attractions as experiences and amenities, as we saw also from the case studies. Small and medium scale enterprises are absolutely the key, I would say, institutions in the product development. So basically, they should and must work on improvement of the products, and also the ownership, which is spread widely as possible. And finally, packaging and presentation of tourism attractions, experiences, and facilities should ensure easy planning and enjoyment of the consumers and visitors. Let's say the framework, or if you want the platform for new model of innovative product are, I would say, threefold. The key or the first activity basically would be identifying destinations' core resources. What do we have in our hands, and on which then we can later on innovative our tourism products. So this is step number one. Step number two would be determining how these products will be developed, in which way. So basically that we add value and that we act this transformative experience. And this is sometimes, I would say, a challenge for many destination managers. Finally, the challenge is how to establish the design of the product in the development process to be consumable by the market, basically. A model, if you want, if I can call this, for new tourism product development can be used in one way to reassess existing tourism products. So we are not talking always of just developing the new one, but assessing the existing tourism products, maybe offering them in different ways by multi-sensory approach, as I mentioned before, and also evaluate the design of the process which these products are made available to consumers. So we have two sides of the innovation where we can address the changes and the opportunities for, let's say, new kind of performance. Innovation in first case takes place in products, and in the second it is about the processes, and these are mainly and mostly related to cooperation. So basically to partnership, which I also addressed at our first part of the presentation. In both cases, we may need to introduce innovation at organizational structure level, which means that we need to change the performance within the destination or locality, because if the current one is not addressing the opportunities, then I think this is a way to think about. And innovation can also occur in the channels which are used for dissemination or introduction of the new products to the market. So basically, if I offer you this model, which is, of course, in the theory, starting with the design, that means that the first step would be the constitution of the working group of the stakeholders in the destination, in the locality, which would need to agree the strategy and aims of formulation, which will need to agree about the definition of the story which they want to sell around the product, which will also need to agree about the stages of development, of attractions and activities offered, and also experiences which will be shared in the process with the market. It actually means co-creation. And in this phase, at the end, we can assess and somehow address the opportunities to continue, or basically conclude that there is no room for, let's say, continuation unless we reformulate the process design. Afterwards, the evaluation process should start, where all aspects of economic, legal, and other competitive evaluation analysis should be performed. Also, project ownership agreed, and again, at the end of this phase, we decide, or stakeholders, partners should decide whether they want to continue or retreat, either quit on the financial, legal, or competitive criteria. So if we see that something is not viable, then of course we should also be fair to not to continue, because that probably would not be sustainable. Coming to the development phase, we actually need to think about the visitor management, ensuring all aspects of well-being of visitors, which I was already talking at the beginning. staff training, so that we have the human capacity which will be able to perform, and which will be able to if you want, interact, which will be somehow needed to good product presentation. And also, I think would be wise that before launching it to the market would be tested into the context of the new destination project. Again, also here are options: exit or continue. Final stage is then introduction to the market, which basically means that we research the target segments, design market campaigns, and appropriate channels for dissemination. And basically, this is as a project management cycle, the continuation process in the destination, which stakeholders should understand. And I would say it's always kind of roundabout where we should intervene, and we should actually be able to also address the changes if needed. The second model, which maybe is not much different from the first one, also foresee the idea generation, which sometimes could come also from your customers, from market research, from competition, from destination stakeholders, or any other intermediaries, basically to see and if you don't have this kind of opportunity to address this and to collect these ideas, then of course it's a big challenge how you will then also create a new marketing ideas. Then the second stage is the screening in terms of assessing strengths, opportunities, weaknesses, basically market needs, target segment of the market, maybe with developing new brands, and also through the assessing the return on investment, because also the financial implications must be such that we can speak about the sustainable product. Idea evaluation would be where we test the concept and reaction from the customers. Some already have some rough estimation of costs, revenues, and profits, which may with the new product be developed and captured. Research and development phase or model is where we test the marketing mix, which is related to the price and all other aspects, where we can still revise plans, finalize our return on investment projections, and finally put the commercial product on the market within the marketing plan, within the, let's say, performance activities related to the market, and finally also have the financial, let's say, calculation of all our activities, basically. In short, this is theory. Of course, practice is something where I would say there is no magic stick. It is up to the destination stakeholders to really sit together, to go over this, to talk, to discuss, to somehow build trust, and at the end of the day agree on consensus, because this will be needed on any new product launched. At least these are my experience. I will conclude by offering you my contact details, but also contact details of the Regional Development Agency of Nova Gorica. And if somebody of you would like to somehow get more in deep on these things, we would be happy to share our experience and, of course, also learn from yours. So this is all for my input at the beginning of this last session of the webinar. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. It was very interesting to go to all this circle and to how to create a model of an innovative tourism offer. I think
I want to say just one thing. Grete remind me that when you will be on the groups, you have to decide which product we will put on the market.
Okay, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
This is following all the ideas that we got this today, and especially the last part. What we ask you is to brainstorm in the group and to find an idea. Kotomir, if you want to add something, you can, of course. Like an idea that we want to, of course, connect it to astrotourism, and we cannot test now our idea. So maybe we can start to think about the idea and think about strengths and weaknesses of this idea. You can start today, then if you don't finish with this first part, you can finish, let's say, later on with your group. And then maybe we can take some ideas as a test during the schools and try to test them with real or tourists and stakeholder. You want to add something?
No. I just say goodbye because I have the town council now at 6 o'clock, and I thank all the participants and see you in the next meeting.
Okay, thank you. See you.
Bye.
Bye. So I will say that that we have just 35 minutes in the group to just think about an idea, like a proposal, and to check again strengths and weaknesses, and maybe how we can present it in as we are talking about territorial and digital marketing, how we can present this idea to possible tourists, and then later on maybe we will have the time to discuss it, let's say, to try and with real tourists on the ground during the summer school.